What up, Brian? Yeah, so what up? What up, what up? What up, Vaughn? How's it going, bro? How's it going, John? Yeah, I feel that. Gotta get out and drive. Do something. Go for a walk.
Are you able to keep up your exercise?
Barely. Not really, no. We have an apartment gym, but they don't have a ton of. I mean, they have dumbbells that go to like 25, and then they have like a little Bowflex machine kind of thing. But you can do like 2 back movements. Like there's not a whole lot to do. It's not really heavy enough. It's just machine work. Then some treadmills and ellipticals and bikes and stuff, but definitely not.
So is it maintenance mode or depression?
More so maintenance than depression, but a little bit of
Good,
sadness. Yeah, I'd like to lift some heavy stuff. I'm ready to get back in the gym.
because one of the worst things that can happen during this time is to get, like totally inactive. And
Yeah, I keep busy for the most part during the day, if not physically, mentally. So, yep, I think Asian should be good once we get above that resistance up there.
yeah, on the 4 hour, it looks like it wants to break out,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm I'm not sure what'll happen in Asia, but definitely for Frankfurt, London, it's gonna be flying.
100%. The vertical zones. I think they're all vertical, aren't they? They're all going sideways. There's no. So the ones that are lines like this, those are targets. This one is the bias line. So this line is for the bias, and then these are targets I mapped out looking to the left. We get above here, we're going to get up to here. If we get past this, we can get up to here. This could be an issue. If we get past here, we're clean up to here. And we have a weekly target up here. At the end of the week, this is kind of where I think we should get to. And then this on the 30-minute from here to here is clean traffic. But we also have clean traffic from here up to here. So,
hey, Paul, question for you.
Yeah.
So I see on your different charts right now, this is GJ, when we're checking out different pairs. So all of your bias lines, is this a template that automatically loads anytime you check out a different pair, or do you go in weekly and map out these lines?
Oh,
daily?
I map out these lines fresh each session.
Okay, even the higher time frames as well?
Yep, yeah. I mean, some of them,
Okay.
like for example, like the daily low, all I did was just move it up a candle, and I just left this one here. So I just added another line here.
Understood. Okay.
And then I just kind of zoomed out and marked up where price can go. In case it moves better than I expect it does, then I know how to kind of react without having to quick do analysis. I already know what's going to happen once it reaches certain levels. But then for the bias, that's just come to the chart, 4 hour, bullish, put a line there, kind of thing.
Understood. Thank you.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Me? I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Better know when you're showing up here. It's nice to have. I don't think you've been on here in a minute.
I was on almost every day last week.
I mean, you weren't chatting, though. I mean.
No, I'm shy.
No, you're not. Shy. Most outgoing person I know.
You got a bunch of people in this Zoom, dude. You're growing, man. I'm definitely I'm gonna put myself back on mute.
No, no.
I feel that, Skylar. I feel that.
No, you guys are the ones that need to be talking, because there's people just like you in the chat that can't speak. So you got to ask those questions. Because to be honest, that question you just asked, I never would have even thought of. But it could be a template, because I know you can have templates on here. I don't even know how to do that, but...
yeah, I've been messing around with templates a little bit, and I wasn't sure how you went about that.
Yep, yeah, no, I just mapped these out fresh. This took me... I started it when I sent out the Zoom, and I finished a couple minutes ago, so I don't know, like 5-10 minutes to mark this shit up real quick.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine it taking too long.
Oh, no. Excuse me. Yeah, no, we're growing real good, though. We got more people in Zoom, it seems. We used to only get like 15. Now we're getting almost 50 every night. What up, Ozzy? We're getting a ton of views on the live stream. Everything's going way better than expected. That's for sure.
Knowledge is wealth, man. Knowledge is wealth.
Gotta give it away for free. That's what Gary Vee says. So, that's what I'm trying to do. Yep, ask away, Diego. If it's a dumb one, I will tell you, but I'll still answer the question. But I doubt it's there's a few dumb. The only dumb question is, are we buying or selling? When are you entering a trade? And,
Do you send signals?
yep, I can send you my PayPal. It's $1,500 per signal. If someone actually sent that, I would send them a signal. But if they actually want to send me $1,500 for one signal, I don't even feel bad taking their money. Because they clearly have more than they know what to do with. What up, Perplex? How's it going, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute. And I think I answered your question, John. It's just the boxes are my zones I'm working off of. And these lines are my, like, possible targets. How do you take the best profit to 10, 15 pips? I actually only opened 2 positions, but because of the magic keys... Oh, someone's echoing. Oh, no, you're echoing a little bit. I'm just going to mute you when you're not talking. So I only opened 2 positions, but with the magic keys, when I click my close custom, it closes 75%. So now it closed 2 positions, so I have 2 closed, 2 running, and then if it goes up a lot more, I'll close half. That's 2 more now. That's 4 positions that are saved with 2 more still running. So it looks like I have 4, 6, 8 positions in, but really that's just me closing partials as price goes in my direction. That's all. I only enter 2 positions. That's just the magic keys.
That was a great question.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering that.
Of course, young man. Are you home in Beloit? I mean, are you home where your home is?
Yeah. Quarantine, man. 6 feet.
We might have to work out once all this is over with.
I just want to work out in general. This at-home bullshit's bullshit.
Yeah. I haven't done any at-home crap. It's not for me. I'm going to embrace the dad bod until I can go lift some real weight. Alright, let's see what you got. I grabbed the chart. I forgot who sent it. Matthew. Ooh, I like all these. You got a strong support. Yep, this was the support in Asian session from yesterday. Because this is that wick that kind of dicked us out, unfortunately. This was New York respecting that Asian support. This was our high for London. And New York almost got there. You got a higher low. Higher high. Entered at break of wick. Yep, I actually was looking at that entry as well. I just didn't want to get dicked around until open. But that entry I was also looking at, so I like that entry. So you could target here, close 50%, have a risk-free trade. If we stay above here, you could get another target up to here. Perfect target, close 90%. Let close runner up there. Oh, you already got it mapped out. Looks perfect to me. That's a chart. Very organized. Yeah, and this one couldn't get below here. The only issue I had with this entry when this got above here is the hourly doesn't have a bottom wick. And I just don't trust it to just go up and not make one. That's the only thing. I think this thing is going to wick down somewhere into this wick. Ideally not lower, but maybe bounce off of this and then we'll start to go up. But if this one doesn't do it, the next one probably will, and then we'll start to move up if that's where we're going to go. What up, Dom? Yep, yeah. So once I take a trade, I'll say I'm going to enter once price does this. Once price does it, I place a little chart on the screen, and you'll see where my stop loss is, where my target is. So you just got to make sure you're paying attention. But don't enter just based on what I do. This is real. We do lose occasionally, so GJ could sell for sure, but if it gets below here, then I'll look for a sell. It's just so bullish right now. Yep, yeah, you just gotta message me again and I'll send you the Zoom. You gotta message me every time the live stream starts, and then I'll send out that Zoom information. Or you just join the private group and you just get to click a link and boom, you're in.
Boom.
Boom. I gotta message Zoom and see if they can create some sort of thing, so when people click it, it'll say boom, and then you can join.
Hey, did you say my mic was echoing earlier?
It was, yeah.
Alright.
What up, London? You coming to Zoom, bro? You better be. You and JR if he's in the chat.
Hey, Paul, the trade you took in New York, did you just sort of go for a 2-to-1 profit target, or did you have a reason? What was your reasoning to sort of get out where you did?
I didn't really get out by choice. The market took me out, unfortunately. So.
I thought you had a 2-to-1 winner.
So my morning trade was right here, with my stop loss below this candle, and my target was here. Or here was my ideal runner to hit up into here, based on the daily and the weekly. But once price came up, it came down. This was the 4-hour open, which is, I'm thinking, why it came down, broke support, and didn't just continue up. So I entered here, closed my first position. Once it was like right here, like 12 pips or so, and then I went break even, and then this one came down and took me out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because if the 4-hour wouldn't have opened...
Makes sense. I thought you closed everything at that level where you'd be
no.
those partials. Yeah, okay. Cool.
No, I closed 75 and I wanted the runner to go up to here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it got there. It just took me out first.
Yeah.
So, and then once all these were dropping and once they broke here, I was like, all right, it's 9 o'clock. I'm done. I don't want to... Not going to waste my time. And then it started to move perfectly, so. But I actually had 2 trades. I just didn't do the first one because I closed 3 pips. So I took, my first trade was, where was it? I entered on this bearish one when it broke below here, because this was an hourly bearish with an hourly wick to go fill. And once price got to this area, I figured if it's going to go down, GJ normally just kind of goes down and inches down on the 5-minute. Once it got past here, I put it to break even, just in case it came up. I didn't want to get stuck in that because I knew this was our Asian support right here, and it was going to be really strong. So I figured I'm going to put it risk-free. It's either going to go or it's not. And then it started to pull up. I closed 3 pips, and then it stopped at the runners. So got that one. But I actually did get...
That makes sense.
I still went up 10 pips on it, but I was going to close my first profit 75% at the wick fill, with the hourly anticipating to go down. But I'm just glad I went risk free. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't post that one because it was 3 pips, so there was nothing to post. What up, Blake? Yep, I will get to the Instagram messages in a second. Yassine, I think you do this every day. You got to send a chart. I think I tell you this every day. Andrew, This changes the bias because I trade with the 4 hour. So previous 4 hour is bullish, made a high above a shit ton of 4 hour candles. So our next target should be this wick fill up here. But if price breaks this 4 hour candle, I'd be more inclined to take sells than buys, because it's the same thing when I take my entries. When a 15-minute breaks the previous, this bearish candle is invalid and price should go up now. Or this one's a better example. It's not really volume right here yet, or here, but still, once price breaks a previous candle, this one being bearish, this sell move is kind of invalid and price goes up. So you just take it to a higher time frame. Once it breaks this 4 hour candle, this 4 hour bullish candle has a better chance of being invalid and price going down than price going up. And if you want more info on that, go to the channel. I have a video on how to journal, and it actually breaks down how I map everything out as well. What up, Frankie? Alright, Elite, I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout. Cannot be doing that. Yep, and then so my MT4 and TradingView always look different as well. I would say pick one and only follow, or always follow what that one does. So when MT4 breaks candles, that's when I enter, not when TradingView, and it's always when MT4 breaks, regardless of what TradingView does. Yep, that's what I'm looking at, Haley. Hayden, my bad. Am I stateside? I'm in Wisconsin, so yes, I think. Nope. My bias will not change, and never does until we get below the 4 hour. If you look at all the previous live streams, you'll see I let plenty of clean moves go against my bias, because that's just the rule. So ideally a good hourly close, but I don't like this hourly close. It didn't break the previous hourly. Let me see if MT4 did. I don't think it did. Okay, yeah, it did, but price also gapped, so I would not count that as a break. But if this hourly closes above here, then it's a different story. So yeah, we'll just wait and see. Like I said, more than likely going to end up waiting until Asian Open in an hour, just because it normally monkeys around until then, and that's when our volume will come in, and that's when the actual move will come in. So instead of trying to catch this little extra move, we're better off just waiting for a good move. Yeah, I agree, Matthew. But I guess when you're newer, it does kind of reassure you that if someone who you think knows what they're doing is in the same trade, it might make you feel more confident in what you're doing. And that's kind of a good little, I'd say it's a bad habit, but it's a good stepping stone to get you comfortable to doing it on your own, as long as you don't make it a permanent thing. Yep, yeah, my Asian GJ can definitely be traded again. I can trade it right now if I wanted. It's only a 3 spread. So compared to the 8 we were trading, it's perfect. Yep, I answer questions literally 24/7, live stream or no live stream. Yep, and those zones you see on the background, they're the time zones, yep, if that's what you were talking about before. Yeah, well, London, nobody asked for your opinion, bro. That negativity out of here. It's full margin buys tonight. No, I don't really use the candle flip strategy. I found something I liked better. More consistent, more structure in the pools. Yep, yeah, once resistance gets broken. Andrew, it's just an indicator. So if you, it says custom time zones right here. So just go to your, wherever, I think it's here. Yep, go to indicators and type in custom time zones. I might have it on here somewhere. Built-ins. No, yeah, just type in custom time zones or time zones. It'll pop up. Nope, I think that's a good idea, Solinia. Oh my God, Frankie. Yes. You know what, Frankie? I don't even know if I can do this. I mean, you just got a 300-second timeout. Yep, if you send the chart, I will pull it up. Nope. No, I think the entry looks good. It seems to be playing out pretty well right now, actually. It's looking pretty good. I was hoping London was going to have something sassy to say. Yeah.
So clean.
Is it clean, London? Is it clean? You call this a chart? I don't see any analysis. This is terrible.
But it's so clean.
Oh,
Also,
London.
the arrows are backward.
Yep.
I think we got to close above here. And then have a little bearish 15. And then shoot up. That's what I'm looking for.
Can you say that again?
I'm looking for, I think right up here is the hourly resistance.
Yep.
So if this candle closes above, that would be best in the next, whatever, 5 minutes. And then maybe another 15, but then another 15 down. Not maybe like a little bit of wick right there. But then once we break that little resistance, I think we could go up.
I agree. I just don't like the hourly has no bottom wick,
Yeah.
which could be a good thing, but I'd rather it be more of a normal candle. Excuse me, you could say.
If it could spike down 15 pips right now, that'd be great. And then spike back up.
Yeah, for real.
So it hasn't really, I mean, this is really the only retest of this zone here. It hasn't really made a support per se. I don't know.
I mean, it made support for sure. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and possibly 7 candles that couldn't go down. I just think, I don't know. Well, I want to see how this closes and how candles close above here. If it just continues up, we're only really letting go of 10 pips. So,
And if this holds, it'll be good too because it made a higher low.
Yep.
And then a higher low, but then a lower low, and then a lower low. So if this one holds,
should start
we
to
see
inch up.
one that ends here, then that would be good right there.
Yep. Yeah, this 30 minute looks good. I just want to see, we got to get above all of this first. And yeah, my MT4 has a gap, so I don't even see where these wicks are. See if I can find it on the 15. No. But 30 minute makes a new high though, that would be. That would maybe work out. I have a gap on MT4, yeah.
Hey, Paul, is your GJ spread a 3?
1 second. Yep, 2.5. Yeah, but this is probably driven from dollar weakness like the other day. Because GJ still went up yesterday too. And I think UJ went down yesterday. London, Dave, you need to get your butt in the Zoom call and start chatting. That's what you need to do. So to mark those time zones, just once you have it on your chart, just set it up to reflect your trading times. That's all. What up, Ben? Yep, that's UJ's reason.
Yeah, man, that weekly is looking nice. We had a bullish close above resistance. Probably gonna get this wick fill.
And that's a good hourly close, but we still don't have any new highs. Not even a 30-minute high yet, so. Nope, no news. No news trades for me.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Yep.
Alright, I'm on here.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna break down. What I'm saying is, if it breaks down,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be clean.
Yeah.
So, I mean, right now it's ranging, so who knows what it's gonna do. It tried to break out, around like, what is that, 4:30, something like that, and then came right back down into that range. So, I don't know. Right now it's bouncing off that support, so who knows what it's gonna do.
Gonna go to the moon. This guy.
I don't think it's gonna go to the moon. We'll see.
I'll just be looking to enter at a new high on MT4. I don't know what MT3 is. I think you meant MT4. What's up, Andrew? Almost. I have everything done except the profit. I got like 4% more to make or something like that.
What up, Paul?
Yo. Yep. What other chat you talking about, Ozzy? If you're talking about the private group, you just go to... I could type. Go to that website and sign up for the mentorship private group, and then you can get in to the other chat. But I think you're in Rakil's group, so that's kind of up to you. Yep. Yeah, it could go up. You got a nice stop loss from that support. 100%.
Hey, quick question.
Yep.
Does your MT4 have a gap?
Yep.
GQ?
Sure does.
Okay, just making sure.
Morning.
Yo.
Morning.
You guys are making lots of noise today.
I just took a look at the weekly flow that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a 25 pip move. Even on the lower time frame, it's nice.
Yep.
Because it's clean to the left on the 30-minute chart when I just scrolled over.
Yep. Prior to trading, I was doing Uber, and I think I was doing something else. It was mostly just Uber, but I had like some like side things I did for fun. Yep, MP. If you, the link is in the bio of this live stream. Yep. My buddy John back in the day got me, and he told me about it. I thought it was a scam. I was like, "There's no way you can't make that kind of money just doing that. Like that's a pyramid scheme." And then just I was like, "Whatever. It's better than what I'm doing if it works." Started trying it, and then found out it was actually a real thing. And then just kind of everything just slowly grew into what it is. I started learning from D Gibby Fit on Instagram, and then I joined Rakil's group with the group I had at the time. So yes, Rakil has taught me 80% of what I know, but the way I trade, I kind of he taught me to figure it out on my own, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, I still learn from everyone every day, so I wouldn't say that I learned my information. Now I'm done. I mean, I still ask questions. I'm always trying to improve and get better. So yeah, my parents thought it was just, everyone thought it was a scam at first, and then once they saw the money coming in, they're like, huh, maybe this is a thing. And then after it was consistent, they just kind of were on board, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Almost 2 years.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of people think this is a scam.
Mm-hmm. It's not a scam. It's just really fucking hard.
Yeah, because when I posted your live stream up, I got some messages and stuff like that. They're like laughing. They're like, "Ah, you're gonna lose all your money and stuff like that." I'm like, I get there's a lot of like fake forex traders out there, but there's actually like what's the word I'm looking for? Strategy behind this.
Mm-hmm. Strategy and discipline's the biggest one. If any, that's what Raja taught me the most, was how to, him and Monty too, just how to just trade and not be a millionaire right away.
Discipline was way harder for me than the strategy portion.
Mm-hmm. Any strategy can work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, using a risk manager like Magic Keys or like whatever you're using helps so much. You can just punch in like what percent you're willing to risk and just let it ride. It's so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game changer, to be honest.
I need to get the Magic Keys. I'm trying to get a PC first.
We're waiting for it to just wake up in this area or close in this area.
Depends. We'll see where we're at come open. I kind of want to see how this 30-minute and the hourly of this starts to form and see what happens.
Yeah, right now it's ranging pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's like right at a 15-minute resistance for me right now.
Yep.
It like wants to fill the gap.
My MT4 filled the gap. But it is right at the gap, which is looking like it's a resistance there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of scammers out there. But you just gotta, just like taking a trade, just do your analysis and take the best opportunity you find. Whether it be Rakeel or me or just all three of the live streams. I mean, there's plenty of good information out there. I mean, we don't have any volume yet, so it's not really being stubborn. There's just no push to do anything yet. I don't know if I fully agree with that, Mohammed. I mean, the educator can only do so much. Like when I'm trying to help students through discipline or emotional issues, all I can do is say words that might motivate them and help them to want to be better, but they have to actually do it for it to do anything. So I would say it's like 60-40 or 40-60, 40% on the mentor or educator to actually be present in their journey and help them get better. But it is ultimately up to them to listen. That's for sure.
Chart time.
Yep, and chart time. Exactly. Thank you. Anything else you think that benefits that, Skylar?
Those three. I mean, yeah, between the 3 live streams, I mean, it's hard not to develop your own type of skill. I mean, I can look at any live stream and take something useful out of each time, and then chart time I think is the biggest thing. Consistent chart time.
100%. I like that word you used too. That was very fitting. Consistent. As if you show up to the chart in London one day, and then you show up in New York a couple days later, and then you show up in Asian next week. You had no chart time, first of all, and you saw 3 different sessions that all moved differently for the most part. So.
Absolutely.
Ever since I kind of stopped trading New York, my trading's gotten 10 times better.
Yeah, that was super awesome when you messaged me that.
Understanding one session completely, it's like a game changer.
Mm-hmm. Let alone one pair in one session,
yeah,
you know exactly what's gonna happen, for the most part. Mm-hmm. Yep, Monty does a London session. If you look on the bottom of the live stream, I have all of the. I have Monty's session on the left and then New York session on the right. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly how I teach it too. I tell people exactly what I do and show them it step for step, but it's better that they add their own little twist to it. Yeah, Uncle Ted's a beast. A little sassy, but... Or, I should say honest, not sassy. He's very, very...
Blunt.
He's brutally honest.
Yeah, he's blunt.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, I've only been doing this for how many months, and sometimes when I see questions, I'm just like, just shut up. I'm not answering that stupid shit. So him doing it for as long as he has, I would just probably go off occasionally too. So I get it now.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
All right, let's see what you got. If you guys send charts in the chat, it doesn't always pop up and tell me. Like this thing doesn't always light up. So just let me know, otherwise I won't see it. Oh, did I not? There we go. Ranging zone, looking for buys above that. For support. Looks good to me.
Yeah, the only thing about that is it's a strong downtrend.
Yeah. Plus with the dollar being like it is.
Yeah, I mean, if it sets up for a quick scalp, that's fine, but I'd have my finger on close going against that trend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ted's rants are pretty fun though. As long as he's not talking about you. Yeah, I would say other than a UJ being super bearish, if it was a bullish 4 hour, I would be looking for a buy anyway, so as long as it's in your rules. I don't know who stopped trading and why. I didn't. Oh yeah, you already said it. Gotcha. Uber, yeah, Uber, I was doing, it paid really good. I was doing it like 5 to 6 hours. Monday through Friday, I would do 4 of those days, take 1 day off, and then I would do Friday, or I would always be out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for like the bar time hours, and Sundays was in the morning, and it still made like $700-800 a week, and I only worked like 35 hours a week. So it wasn't bad.
I want to see here what happens on the Asian Open, because yesterday we had a nasty pullback.
Yep, that's why that's why I'm waiting till open, because I kind of looked at what we were doing. Every trade we lost, when we had a loss and then a win, the loss was always before Asian Open, the win was always after Open. So I want to kind of just, no matter how good it looks, just really wait till open to trade with the correct direction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, very stand-up guy for sure. I wouldn't say he's negative. I think he just deals with a lot of dumb people, and it's just frustrating. I think that's the whole thing. I mean, if you ever drive with me, and you don't use your blinker, and you're in front of me, it's a little intense. Buys above previous range. Yeah, that looks good. If this is where we kind of form, in right around open, I think this is going to be where we take the buy, take it up to here, secure, and then we go up to that next range up here. 100%. Yep, that looks good, Spike. My stops go there. It depends on the setup. So typically I'll have my full stop at like a 30-minute or an hourly candle, and then I'll have a partial stop loss trailing the 15-minute. So, but it depends on what, like you said, what you're willing to lose. Yeah, but I mean, that's just everyone gets in a bad mood, so. Yeah, exactly, HA. Exactly. He's that teacher that pushes you beyond your comfort zone, no matter how much you don't like it, and then as you grow up, you realize it was for the best. But let's talk about some charts. I know Ted's interesting, but that's not going to help anyone.
I marked up a potential UJ short. See what plays out. I'll send it here in a minute.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just
exactly, Ben.
typical.
I hate it. If they don't use their blinker or they take 10 minutes to break, like just stop. Don't take a quarter of a mile or a half a mile to step on your brake. It's not necessary.
We got send it in Zoom.
Yep, got it. Looking good. Enter a short below that zone. See, now this is a chart. There you go, Dave. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to wait for the setup to form. I was just trying to show you that the ranges, right? If you look at EJ, you look at GJ, you look at UJ, all of them have that breakdown consolidation, or not maybe not a breakdown, but consolidation with room below it.
Mm-hmm. GJ has good
On
room
one
to the
out.
upside though too. Like really good.
Yeah, just gotta get through those wicks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I was just giving you shit with your first chart.
Yeah, at the same time, I like GU longs, so maybe there's pound strength that's gonna hold it up. I don't know.
Yeah, I just like the way the technicals look. Everything's super bullish, so until it's not bullish, then I'll start looking the other way. Excuse me.
Yeah, I had to get out of CAD because it started pulling back. So yeah, pound is getting bullish.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just look at the daily, you know? Just keep it simple. What up, Lewis? How's it going, bro?
Well, it was moving before, but it just stopped. Pulled back up into the range, so I just said, okay, better take the profit here.
Yeah. I have a feeling this area here could be where Asian Open sets up, either above here or below here.
It's funny how people look at the CAD and they correlate it with oil, but it doesn't always correlate like in a tradable fashion.
No?
No, like you'll see oil, like if you go look at oil now, it's spiking and to the bottom and it looks like it's going up, but then some of the CAD is going in the same direction when it should be going opposite. Well, same. I mean, it should be going in the same direction, but it's going opposite. So no, you can't really. You have to really like know the chart you're trading, and that's about it.
100%.
Sorry, I was gonna say, do you think that's because like the virus is just messing up the markets right now, or do you think, or have you seen that for like a while now?
Well, no, they tried to. They introduced stimulus the first time, it didn't work. They introduced it the second time, it had some nominal effect, and then and now the market's flailing around, and so yeah, so all of these things are happening, and in the intraday, yes, it gets beat around because of that.
Are you talking about the U.S. dollar or Canadian dollar?
Both. And oil.
Yeah, oil is different, for sure.
Well,
I don't.
Oil is supposed to be correlated with CAD, and it is loosely, but sometimes it's not even a tradable. Like you can't get a tradable idea from looking at it like that. And sometimes you can.
Right now, also like none of those pairs are in. Not none of those pairs. I mean, like USD CAD is in a session.
Right, and sometimes it moves at this time, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Thinking if
Sometimes
this
it
one,
moves heavy at this time.
if this one closes like this, I'm thinking buys above here to then get up to here with a stop loss down here. Or
Yo, Paul,
Could,
I was gonna ask you that. You think if the next candle forms breaks above all the wicks to the left,
Yep.
you think it's a good buy?
Yep.
I mean, look at your chart and then look at GU. I mean, it's the same exact setup except the dollar is weaker than the yen. Same exact setup.
So Paul, you're not scared that's gonna pull back during Asian a lot?
No, I mean I'm just gonna trade what I see, not what I think. Not gonna worry about what might happen when what is happening gave me my confirmations.
See, that's where I struggle sometimes. Sometimes it's like, okay, like Asian opens about to come, like I don't know if I want to enter.
Because I think Asian Open's gonna set up above here. Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
But yeah, I agree. Typically during Asian session, you should be trading some Japanese pair. If it's not Australia, Aussie Kiwi.
Yep. So if it gets above the 30-minute, then I will take it. Because then that will be a high above all of this, and the next stop is up here. What's up, Nicole? Oh, okay, yep, here's the bottom of the hourly wick. Hopefully we go below here and then come back up. Or we just don't get below, we make a bottom wick and head back up. That would make sense because we have support here on the hourly, that's good support. Still need a new high though, that's the thing. So if this one can get above here, we'll get above here and continue up and fill that wick as the next target. Possibly under a 10 pip stop loss, so we got a good stop loss for this if it continues in our direction. I'm good. How are you, Nicole? You can come in Zoom if you want. I think it's in the Asian session on Rakil's group. Nope, it just has to get above the previous. Yep, yeah, Asian sessions kind of hit or miss. Usually we get decent volume. Some days we get really good volume. But I'd say 70% of the time we get decent volume that's tradable. 30% of the time we get really good volume. So if this candle gets below this wick, I think sells could be where we go. But if we don't get below here and we start to pull up, I think this is the bottom wick for this, and we're going to come back up. Still only a 12 pip stop. But yeah, I had a feeling this one, if it was going to just make a bottom wick, it would do that, and then if it's going to respect the 4 hour, it should start to push up and fill that wick. But it should stay above here, ideally. So the 15 minute, we kind of tap into this support here. What would be ideal would be if this can close kind of weak. The next one have a little wick, and then we enter at the break of bearish candle. That'll continue up. We'll have a better stop loss, but still this is only 12 pips, so still a decent stop.
Guys, on my MT4, I got rid of like the trade history at the bottom. Anyway, I can bring that back up.
What do you mean?
Just turn your terminal back on. It's the button next to the magnet, next to the star, basically.
Got it.
I'm sorry, I missed the MT4 question.
I just couldn't. I got rid of the bottom section where you see your open trades and all that. I got rid of it. Forgot to. I didn't know how to open it up.
It's Control T.
Yeah, one guy pointed me to it. I appreciate it.
I'm running to the bathroom real fast. I'll be right back. And remember, we're coming into Asian Open. Most of the time, we see a good pullback in the opposite direction to kind of wind us up to go in the correct direction. Gotta chill out, Mike. Jesus. No manners in this chat today.
Yo, Paul, if the 5 minute closes like this, or even like with the dodgy,
Yep.
Would they give more confirmation to buys?
It would, but it wouldn't be enough for me to take a buy.
Okay.
Yep. 5 minutes too low for me. It's
yeah, no.
That's all. 5 minute works really good if you know what you're doing down there. 15-minute works really good for me, so. What up, Iron Man? Oh, we're up to 340. I think we can get I think we should be able to get 300 likes in here, though. I think that's a good goal.
Hey, Paul.
Yo.
Did that pullback yesterday happen before Asian or during, like, right when they opened?
Right before open. And then the first 15 minutes of open were the pullback. And then we took off in the direction. So, we have Asian. We had open was right here. We had a pullback. And then we continued.
So it's pulling back slightly earlier right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Daly's making more of a bottom wick.
Yeah, even on the 4 hour, he has room to make a bigger bottom wick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anything, I think it could drop into here and then go up. But ideally, from what I've seen from GJ before, when candles form like this, whatever the low of that wick of that range is, it normally respects that and then continues in the direction. But if it doesn't, we got a good hourly level here. So I think one of those, if we're going to go up, one of those is going to hold. If we're not, they're not going to hold. So. But yeah, I think our move tonight could be
It might happen later on in the session, like yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Could be up into here.
That move would be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just above the, I was gonna say the highest wick there, that's 25 pips.
I mean, there's 16 and we got enough. We got almost 40 pips if we head up. Yep, the pullback that caught my SL yesterday and many times in the past. But that's why we journal, so then we learn. I wish I could play the music I like to listen to. Although we probably have a lot less viewers if I did that.
Booty Booty Everywhere by Bubba Sparks.
Yep, exactly.
Great song.
You leveled up, bro.
Legendary.
Yep.
I actually have when ringtones were really like starting to get, well, not the first wave got popular, I guess, a few years back now. And my son's pediatrician was silent. And all said, booty, 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 rocking everywhere. And everybody's acting like it's not them. And there's like this mom sitting there, she's trying to like kick her bag, trying to get her phone to stop. It was funny.
The best, I still have a couple clients that still have ringback tones on there when you call them. It's so great. I don't know, some of you might be too young to remember ringback tones.
Is that when you call and it'd ring?
Yeah, when you call somebody, rather than hear the dial tone
yeah.
like ringing, you hear like whatever song they took.
I remember those days.
Nickelback was a love.
Yep. I had with the Razor flip phone. Always had
Yeah,
Nickelback.
yeah, that's right.
What they're bringing back now is the kids. My son's friends. If you call the voicemail where they're like talking to you, I can like to pick it up.
I remember this. Yeah.
They're like hello, and you're like hey, you're like yelling at the phone. They're doing that now again.
Oh, we're up to 100 likes. We at least get up to 200. We got 350 people in here. I think the highest we hit was 379. So if we can hit that 400 mark this week, that would be pretty cool. I am a bodybuilder, Lewis. Or I try to be, at least.
Also small. You got no muscles.
I'm getting small right now. This
See
quarantine.
if Corona lasts any longer.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking like a dad. And I have no intention on being one, so that is not a compliment to myself.
Hey, dad bods are in, okay?
They are in, but they're not. They're in. They're not in for me. I'd rather not get girls and not have a dad bod than have a dad bod just to do that. If I even were single, but nope, no thank you. I'd rather get up in the morning and look in the mirror all alone, be like, yeah, that's a nice reflection. Yep, yeah, I'm just embracing the dad bod and enjoying the freedom of. Hold on. Excuse me. The freedom of not having to eat at a certain time with a certain meal every single day. Having to go to the gym, having to do cardio. It's just nice to actually get a break and let all my injuries officially heal and whatnot. I'm just not eating. I'm eating like 2 or 3 times a day, and it's typically not very great. So my body burns a lot of calories, so I'm not eating enough to really gain a ton of fat, but I'm not really eating enough to gain any muscle or maintain either. Dad bod vibe. Yeah, no thank you.
What do you feel it's going to be like when you try to go back to that type of intense schedule? Think it's just going to be like riding a bike, or are you worried?
No, because I want to go back, but I'm not going to do that until I can actually go to the gym. But
It's actually pretty interesting that you're able to pull back so easily. A lot of people, like let's say athletes, the stories of them retiring and all of a sudden they gain so much weight.
Mm-hmm. No, I still love doing it. That's why. It's what I want to do. So it'll be easy to get back into it because I want to do it. I'm not doing it because I have to, but that's why I think it's easier for some people than it is for others. Because if you're forcing yourself to do it, it's like, ugh. All right, I gotta go eat. But if you want to be doing it, you're like, sweet, it's time to eat. Let's eat. It's like trading. Like, yeah, I want to make money. Let's wait and make money.
I want to eat.
Yep. See this one? I don't know what this candle's gonna do, but this one closed above, and it didn't get below that wick I was talking about. So we could see this come up, close above it open, and take us up with volume. But I'm still gonna be taking the same entry. Kind of thinking this one here, or maybe this bearish one. But my rule is the previous 15, so if we... And there's still no top wick yet, so we could see some move to the upside. Excuse me. Really? Come on. There's always music background. What do you mean? Seven pizza slices for lunch. Sounds delicious.
On the hourly, looks like it's respecting this support here. It didn't break the little wick to the left.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
For Asian Open, if it creates a bottom wick for the hourly, I might enter at the break of this 15-minute high.
Yeah, I was looking at the previous 15-minute. If it breaks on this candle.
It was about to, but then it just came all the way back down.
Yep. $135,374. If we go up, we're going much higher than that. Excuse me.
It's almost 5 minutes. Oh, 4 minutes to Asian Open.
Yes, sir. Then we should have direction.
Yesterday we had 3 strong bearish pullbacks on the 50-minute also. I don't know if that means anything though. Like a similar pattern.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
And what did you get after the 3? I don't remember.
We got
They
the
launched,
massive bullish move.
yeah, the move that we were looking for the whole time.
Yeah, if we go up, we can have a good stop loss here, right at below a good support. Hourly support seems to have been holding unless this one continues to push down, but it has not done so yet. The only thing I don't like is having a good bearish close like that. I want this to for sure close above here, but maybe even like have like halfway of a body. So we might just have to wait for it to come form support down here. Hopefully not. Hopefully it pulls up right here in the last 2 minutes. That didn't make any sense if you're talking to me, Mitchell. I don't know who's playing in the background. It's just a bunch of random artists. It's still respecting this wick here. I'm hoping this is going to be our area to grab and then drive us up to fill that wick.
I really hope it creates a bottom wick before it goes up. Because I won't be in the trade and then it pull all the way back down to create the wick. Or the hourly.
Yeah. If it closes bearish, there's a really good chance it'll head down, but it's a 5-minute doing. Yeah, it's just kind of dicking around right there at support. We're gonna close below or above support in 2 seconds. Nope. The last 15 though made a higher low, but an hourly bearish close. Not really a fan. Yep, I think this hourly could be a fake out down to go up. We're either going to pull back and close back above here and go up, or we're going to form support here and go up, or we're just going to come down and we don't get an entry. Or I don't get an entry at least.
I think it's just a waiting game right now.
100%.
You didn't want to consider sells here?
Nope, it's against the rules for me. I can take sells once we get a new low below here, and then I see candles I like to see, then I'll take sells, but till it breaks below or just makes a new low here, everything above here is all buys. $135, 100.
10 pips.
Yep.
10 pips on EJ. 10 pips on UJ shorts.
Nice.
I didn't want to tell you about short GJ also.
No, it's good. Sells once that hourly closed, sells made sense. I'm just not taking it. That's all.
Remember that clean range on all the J charts?
Yes, sir.
She's sweeping through it right now.
Exactly. Now the daily's gonna have a good bottom wick now as well.
I don't think I'm gonna look for sells this whole session, just because yesterday I flipped back and forth and I took 2 L's.
Makes sense.
I'm all out. I'm on my shorts.
Oh wow, cool, Elite. You can predict the future. That's awesome, bro. Why didn't I listen to your signal? You should be live streaming, not me. Wow.
Wait, are you talking to me?
No, some guy in the chat. He told me sell, so I should have been in sells. I should have bet my money on his signal in the YouTube chat. Yep, that was my mistake apparently. Should probably PayPal him for his phenomenal signal. You really should be, yeah. Bye-bye.
I just put that link up for anybody that took it before and after. It's a good win if anybody took it.
Oh yeah, that thing moved real nice. No drawdown. He's too good to be in our chat, so I didn't want him to be in here. He's too good. We can't have people in here that predict the future. They're so good.
We get back.
Yep. Yeah. Forever missed. Yep. If I took all the trades you guys said in the chat, I would not have an account. It would be empty. Because I would have had buys here, and then I would have had sells here, and then I'm sure I'm going to get another call down here to do something else. We got no news, so that's good. Tomorrow looks pretty heavy for CAD. Is this the before and after stuff? Yep. Perfect. Yep, nice job if you got those cells. Yep. Yep, exactly, John. You gotta trade your rules. Yep. I have my rule marked up since we started.
I think this can still come back up because this is like the first 8 minutes of the hour.
Mm-hmm.
predicting the future or something?
I'm analyzing.
Sure, with your magic genie. So.
Got a bunch of smart asses in here lately, apparently. Just with the 4-hour time frame.
Yeah, I'm in on a GU buy as well.
You're trading GU right now?
Yep, yesterday in Asian it ran for about 50 pips, like clean as hell, no drawdown at all.
So that means trade it today?
Hey, if it's gonna give moves, why not, right?
No comment. Love you, but no comment.
I mean, the yen was definitely driving the moves tonight. So GU long didn't look like it set up at all. Me, I closed my GU long.
Yeah, I've got stops below the support, so if the support holds, then it's good. If not, it was only an 8 pip stop anyway, so either way.
Yeah, but you know it's printing the last 3 15s are all bearish.
Yeah, I see that. But again, we're coming right into this support that we've tapped 1, 2, 3, 4 times and pulled off heavy, so I'll give myself a 2 pips, you know.
Same support that GJ broke though, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to close the trade here when I'm only 2 pips away from stop. So if it hits, it hits. I've got my risk calculated. If not, then we're gonna pull up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Got a plan.
I sat here for the last like 3 Asian sessions and watched GU just like absolutely no DD move like super nice. So I'm like, why not trade it? You know?
Yeah. No, I'm with you, bro. I traded it last night. I got that same move last night. The USD was driving the move last night. So what I would just say, what I was just saying, really what I was trying to make you think about is that last night the US dollar was driving all pairs. Tonight the yen is driving all pairs. You just got to pick which one and kind of weigh them all against each other. See which one's making the move.
Yeah.
Could be. I mean, it could be the pound's driving on the move. So at that point, look at GCAD, look at GA, GU, GJ. If they're all doing the same move, you know, same structure, then you know the pounds. You know, if somebody's hot on the pound that night.
Yeah, I got in this about I would say 30 minutes ago when it broke at 15. So I've just kind of been. Actually, it was a little longer.
Yeah.
About an hour ago.
I took that same long. I'm with you. I called out in the chat too. I took the same long, but I closed it at that what was that 7:30 15-minute candle.
Oh yeah,
when it broke the low. When it broke the low, got out there.
Excuse me.
My thought is just we've been so bullish on it, and we've got a really good 4-hour wick fill. So if it breaks this here, it's gonna. I think it'll run.
Oh,
You got a plan. I like it. That's what matters.
Oh yeah, dude. The pound is bullish for sure. For sure. It's just a matter of when.
Yep, exactly. Well, we had a 5-minute break at previous 5, so that's a good first sign.
Yeah, that's always a good smaller time frame, and then as long as it leads up to the higher time frame on the 15, then you see it on the 30, and then the hourly, then you're set.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the other pound pairs. I mean, GA is on the rise. GCAD's holding the support right now.
Yep. And I think you probably seen right when we got into it, everything was like driving up. So that's why I was like, oh, we might be solid.
Yeah, and like I said, the GJ, like that move down, that had nothing to do with the pound at all.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
So,
GJ.
I mean,
I don't know.
it's still good. Just my rules say that if the 15 goes against you, then that's not the markup style move you're looking for. That's just my rules, but you know, teach his own for sure. I get out early if I'm wrong.
If this trade was like a 25 pip stop or a 30 pip stop, you know, give a little bit more room, and that did it on a 15, I think I would have at least taken 50% out as well. I know Paul does that sometimes, but for this trade, it was only a 8 pip stop, and it was, I would say, a pretty heavy support right here for the last, what is that? Probably 5 or 6 hours or so.
Yeah. As long as you got your stops in place, like you're saying, exactly.
Yeah.
So it just sucks. I know the feeling. It just sucks when you get to the point where you're hoping the support holds rather than
Oh yeah.
watching bullish candles print.
I've also been at the point where if it breaks at 15 and I close out, and then like the next 15 is the one that just runs it up, I'm like, dude, why did I just close it? It fit my plan. I followed my risk, So that's where I'm trying to get better psychologically with A, holding the TPs, and B, not closing trades early. I think those have been like my two biggest downfalls, I would say. So we'll just let a trade run its course. If it does what it wants, cool. If not, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Not as cool, but it's cool.
It's not cool, but it'll be fine.
For sure. Exactly. Exactly.
What up, Edgar? Your future in this YouTube chat. Yeah. Yep, this is live, Faz. It's a perfect song to be listening to right now.
So yeah, TJ might come down and make the support. We've got plenty of time, right?
Oh yeah, we just got volume coming in.
I'm thinking maybe support here.
Yep.
Did this yesterday too.
Yep.
At this exact same time too.
Yep. It
Make a little rocket candle.
Yep, so it had this, it broke through this support, came back, fake out, continued with the 4 hour.
And see the second candle there? It's a rocket candle.
This one?
Yeah.
Yep, it was like Yep. So this is
even spiked down, yeah. It spiked down.
Yeah.
It was a fake out and a rocket candle.
Yeah, it spiked down, it's like, ooh, sells.
I love those.
Psych.
I love those.
Yep.
Because it looked totally bearish at one point.
It did. It broke the previous 4 hour low. It broke the lows of everything except like a daily time frame. Actually, it might have even been
right. But if you had a pending right at the at the top of the body of the previous, then it was a great trade.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. But then it broke the low, and I was like, nope, it's gonna continue, and then it went up. Yeah, so I'm kind of just waiting for a bullish 15 minute and then another 15 minute to break above that candle, and then we'll take it up. Excuse me.
Agreed.
Because this could be a big grab on the hourly to go up. Because we're only...
Oh, that's just the Asian move.
Yeah, we're only 18 minutes
like the other
open.
guy said, it has nothing to do with the pound the pound bias.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with yen.
Yeah, we're coming into this heavy support.
And those they don't last very long.
This could be like I was saying, this could be a big grab to drive us up.
I mean, yeah. And the reason you didn't enter it is because you need to have the close inside the range, right?
I needed a new high. So if you look at these candles coming down, none of them broke above the previous, so there's no entry for me there.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Short and sweet. It could be fear. That could definitely be true. Yes. It's not a false statement. Yeah, that'd be a what's that called? Clickbait. Be like bought a Lambo in one trade, blow the YouTube channel up, get famous in one video.
Will you be looking for shorts if it crosses the 4-hour bias, the previous 4-hour?
More than likely, yeah. That is my rule. I will be back in a few. An aquarium in my room? No. I don't know what that means. Yep, it's getting real close. Looks like it's gonna push past it.
We got a nice pullback here just before it tapped previous 4-hour lows.
Yeah, and it seems UJ doesn't want to close below the strong support it has too. So if that closes above the support as well, that would be um, even more sure to take buys in GG if it makes new highs. Because UJ holds that support, then be good for the yen pairs. Well,
That's looking nice. Excuse me.
man, I feel like we're gonna have a party Asian session tonight with this nice 15-minute close.
I'd like it to make a deeper wick, but so then I can use the bottom of this 15-minute that's forming as the stop loss.
Yeah, the current wick on the previous wick on the 30-minute time frame looks pretty good as well. To keep this momentum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just wanted to. It's kind of, if I use the previous 15-minute, it is a 13 pip stop, and I was really hoping to get under 10. So I might use this 15-minute candle, this current one that's forming.
I was looking left, and the support is right now. It's actually a strong one if you look to the left.
Yep, really strong.
Yeah. Do you think if it breaks above this 15, there's a high chance for it to go up?
Yeah. I mean, it formed bullish. You could have entered already.
One thing I've been noticing is like, I don't really like the 15-minute on GJ because it kind of fakes me out a lot of the times.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you put it on a 30-minute, there's like really clean traffic in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather just wait for it to break above the 30-minute. I think that would be a better entry.
I'm kind of salty with this stop loss right here.
Ooh, come on.
I only have 2 positions in. I wish I could have added a bit more, but the stop loss was kind of big.
Yeah, I only have 2 in. Yeah, very good chance my stop could be too tight, but I didn't want it down here. I didn't like it. My spread is between 1.5 and 2 right now. Excuse me. No, it didn't close above, it just broke above. This candle's not closed yet. But the other one closed bullish, which is what I wanted to see. And then the next one to get above that previous 15 minute. So, took the trade. Yeah, my spread is 1.5 to 2. So not bad. Yeah, I hope it plays out. I just hope my stop's not too tight. But if it goes up 8 pips, I have a break-even marker set. So... What up, Bemmer? How's it going, bro?
I'm looking for this 15 minute to close and maybe use the low wick as my entry and stop loss.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
But it seems like it's running here.
Yeah, if this 5 minute gets above the previous bearish 5 minute, we could see more push up. I hope. Looks like it is about to... It's like right there. It hasn't done it yet. Hopefully it does. There we go. Now it's above.
Here we go.
Are you guys still trading FTMO?
Yep.
Can't talk 'cause I'm holding my breath.
What's up? You're holding your breath?
Just joking. That's the question. No one answered. So I thought we were just all holding our breath.
No, I just asked if you guys are trading FTMO still.
Yeah, I have much higher targets than what I have mapped out here, but I'm just going to secure 10 at the area I think should give us an issue, and then let it go risk-free. Come on, pump up like 5 more pips.
Mm-hmm.
I need 5 or 6 more pips, and then I hit 10. And at the hourly, looks like the hourly could pull back and turn and go up. So I'm gonna move one of my targets to the wick fill. I put my runners to the wick fill. And I'll secure 75% at 10 pips and then go break even. Come on, GJ, run up a little bit more.
Hey, Paul.
Yo.
What are your thoughts on the 4-hour closing in like 15 minutes? Because then it's gonna have a strong bearish close. That's the only thing I'm worried about right now.
Oh, come on. There's like 2 pips away. Come on. No. Be real nice if it can flip this hourly and really push it. I just closed 75%, and I'm going risk-free as well. Just in case, because it's either going to pump up or it's going to rip down, and if it rips down, I secured 1.5%. If it goes up, oof, we got plenty of gain. I had, what did I have? I had $25 per pip running on that, and I still have 8 left. So, secured, oh shit, I might have secured more than I thought. But yeah, if this thing goes up, we're going to fill that wick up here, and that's going to be incredible.
I think it's going to go down 4 or 5 pips and then continue up.
Don't say that crap. This 5 minute needs to pump to get away from my break-even entry.
Yeah, but it needs to grab some to continue up.
It did. Look at the hourly, bro. Look at that. That we grabbed everything. There's nothing left to grab. No, you little 5 minute close bullish above, but we just gotta respect those candles. Let me see what I closed. Okay, yeah, I closed 1.4%, so okay. I'm gonna let this go and maybe it'll end up playing out super well.
So can I say it was a good trade yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I really want this runner to run, because that's going to add an extra, even an extra 10-20 pips adds another 2, it'll add almost another 2%. Because I'm anticipating this to be the bottom of the daily wick and us to continue up. We might form resistance here, come back to support, and then go up. But if we do that, I'm risk-free, so no issue there. If we do continue to pump and the 4 hour wants to run up and fill that wick, and so be it. Beautiful. There we go. BE activated. There was 10 pips right there. But I closed I had really big lot sizes. So I closed a lot. I closed like 8 pips. I wasn't going to give away 1.5% like that for no reason. Especially when it happened so quick. I wasn't just going to go give it back.
See, for this trade, I have smaller losses and just like a smaller risk. Because like the 4 is about to close too.
Yeah, but look how hard we're rejecting off that bottom.
Yeah.
So
the
that's...
hourly was a nice rejection too, though. It's like kind of contradicting, but that's why I'm like, I don't know where my mindset is exactly, so that's why I have smaller lot position.
Yep. Yeah, well, with my R to R I had, that's why I wanted my stop loss here instead of here, so that these 7 to 8 pips before we hit this wick would actually matter. So I think I had 1.68 and 1.68. And so decent amount running. So those 8 pips were like 140. And then in addition,
really like that it's doing what it did yesterday.
I want this to keep going though. I don't want this resistance to hold. There we go. Come on. I think if we get above this candle that did the break, we're gonna push up.
The hourly is flipping, and if it closes like that, I think it's gonna run up then.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a monster all the way up.
Yeah, because that's a nasty rejection.
And then we got tons of bullish momentum. So at the 4 hour open, we should just continue with that right away. There we go. Yep. Yeah, it closed 75%. If I had everything running right now, I would now have closed everything, because I would have just won the FTMO challenge. But I am 3% away right now. If this runs up to here, I think I complete the challenge. Ooh, let's go. There's another 1%. Beautiful.
See, now this is more convincing because the 4 hours was super weak too, and it didn't break the low.
Yep, 4 hours should come back up and fill that wick.
This is almost exactly what happened yesterday, just like a deeper pull.
Yep.
I closed 50 and have the other 50 running. I just wasn't confident with my trading there.
Nice. I'm gonna close. Do I secure some more? Yeah, I'm gonna secure some more. I'm gonna secure another 0.5% and leave 0.4 running. I'm gonna move this stop loss up a little bit below the current 15 minute. Just so if it pulls back, I'll make like $2. But this is risk free, and I think we are heading up for that 4 hour. Maybe where's that the 4 hour wick fill? Up here? Okay, it is up there. Yeah, we'll set it up here. Actually, we'll set it at resistance. We're not going to be greedy. But yeah, I secured 75% and then 50%. So I don't know what I have running right now in terms of percentages, but hourly needs to stay bullish. Keep going up. Yep. So my plan was executed perfectly here. It didn't look super great because price was bearish, but that's what the plan is for. You trade what the plan says and what the candles say. If the candles tell you what your plan says you can trade, trade it. Don't think about what could happen. I think Rakil said this one time, try thinking about what could go right in the trade. Don't worry about, oh my god, if I enter, I'm going to lose. Why don't you, oh my god, I'm going to kill this trade, I'm going to win. That's a way better attitude. Yeah, I want this has to close. I want this to close back in here, above here. Let me check the 5 minute. 5 minutes got a big wick to go fill again as well. Sweet. I am one trade away. Unless this one runs all the way, I think I might. No, I can't finish it with that. I need 3%. This is only going to make, if it hits that super take profit up there, this will only make maybe 2%. But also, price made a low. It could make a lower high. This could be why we're rejecting here and we stay below here. And then we come back down. But if this hourly closes bullish like this with this wick, this could just run up. If this closes bearish, this hourly candle, it could kind of fill the wick 70-80% and then drive back up, which would then obviously stop us out. But ideally, if this thing can get higher, or even just close bullish above here, that would still be really good. Ideally, above here would be better, but I think that's a lot to ask is for a 40 pip hourly candle in Asian. I think that's a lot to ask for. But then what's the 4 hour? 4 hour is now bullish as well. So all we did is we traded the previous 4 hour. This one didn't get below. Price came up. So hopefully we'll see that wick fill on the next 4 hour candle. How many more pips is up there? Another 23. That'd be another about another 1%. I have half, so that'd be 1.5%. We'll leave the runner and see what happens. Maybe it just fucking flies. We better get at least 250 likes now. We just had a monster trade 2 days in a row.
Yeah, my runner is set to that wick fill as well.
I think it's got really good chance. The only thing that could be an issue is where this candle closes, which will determine where the 4 hour opens, which the higher this can close, the better and safer our stop loss will be. You're doing the 50K? Yeah, I'm just doing the 10K one just for fun, something to do over all this quarantine. And then I figured it would make me a better trader anyways, so figured why not take my discipline to another level. Get that risk management like super on point. And just really try to be perfect. broke the losing. We weren't really on a losing streak. We only lost on Monday, and we actually had a winning trade too. I think we went 1-2, but the second one, the sells, that was all messed up for me. I got lucky there. But the first one, the loss was cut in half right away, and then the third trade actually was like 3 times the size of the loss of the first one. So it wasn't really a losing streak, but we had a good session. If I got 200 pips a trade, I'd probably act just the same. I mean, it's the same thing. I would probably just have bigger stop losses. Damn, I wanted this to close higher. What does an hourly look like? Bullish, please? Come on, close bullish. Yeah! That's kind of a shitty bullish candle, but we'll take it. How'd the 4-hour close? Bullish? Okay. Could get wicked out though, unfortunately. Hopefully it respects this candle and we'll see some more move up. If you didn't catch this one and price does come down, if it forms support here again, this is going to be the low of the daily and price might bounce around in this range, but it will head up come London time. So if you have entries in here, once it goes up, go break even. If it takes you out, maybe re-enter at the support again if it holds, take it up, and once the London volume comes, it will push up if that's where we go. So the only hope we have for this to not take us out is this 5-minute forming support. But we do have this wick to go fill. I don't like that this closed lower, but we still closed bullish and above the previous. So this 4-hour open could just have more pullback because it's a bigger time frame open. Same thing with hourly open, you're going to have a wick. So as long as it doesn't try to fill that, and we can get some sort of support, we got a good bullish 30-minute, kind of making this down move a fake out. So as long as we can find a support before it takes us out, we should continue up. Plus we broke above the previous, and that's normally where I take entry. So if I didn't get in down here, the entry would have been up here, and then this idea should continue up. So hopefully if we don't respect the 15-minute, I think we'll be stopped out. Let me see. Yeah, my stop loss is like right below here. So hopefully momentum will carry us through. Yep, perfect, Akil. Yep, we got tons of bullish momentum, so hopefully we get lucky and the runners will stay intact and continue up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really going to be too upset about this runner because all the big stuff is closed. So if this runs all the way, it'll be good return on the runner. If it gets stopped out, it's not like I gave back a bunch of pips. Sweet. Rakil's swing trading, apparently. Excuse me. Come on. Keep this volume and pump it. We got a beautiful song. The song should give us I think the song could give us the momentum we need. Not even 200 likes. Wow.
The disrespect.
The disrespect.
Oh, there, it broke the 5 minute.
Yep, it's about to break this hourly.
No, baby.
It broke the. Oh, we just had a 5 minute close. Okay, that 5 minute broke the previous 5 minute. Yeah, that 5 minute could be like the little rocket ship we had. Where was it? In Asian. Could be like this one right here. So this is kind of the same formation the 5 minutes doing. Granted, totally different time frames, but grabbed orders, closed above this resistance here now. So as we're going up, I mean, it looks pretty good to go up. We'll wait and see. Getting above here is going to be key though, because then if you look at all these hourly candles, MT4, it looks different. None of them made a high to the previous hourly. So we need an hourly to make a high to the previous for some like higher confirmation, higher time frame confirmation that we head up. And let's look same thing, the 30 minute. No high here and to this one, no high to this one. This one has a high here. So if this one makes a high here, we should see more upside.
Yeah, on my MT4, my 1 hour closed doji, but it's bearish doji, as opposed to the trading view one, which is...
Mine is invisible.
Invisible, yeah.
Yep, mine, like there actually is no candle there. I don't know why MT4 always does that. It's so ridiculous. Nope, I don't do any going out whatsoever. Nah, I used to drink and kind of party. You could maybe say the party. I wouldn't even consider it that, but...
You definitely didn't, Paul.
Huh?
You didn't.
Didn't? Yeah, I would say not. I mean, I would like hang out with friends, but even that was just...
You partied at the gym.
Yeah, that's the only bar I would go to consistently.
You'd be lifting that bar.
Yeah, damn right.
What gave you that bias change line? How'd you get that level?
What's up?
How'd you get that level for your bias, for the bullish bias?
The 4 hour. So I just look at the 4 hour time frame. This was bullish. So if price got below this bullish candle, then it would be sells. But everything above here is buys for me. But now this 4 hours bearish. So technically my bias is here looking for sells unless we get above here. But I'm already in the trade, so my runner is probably going to get stopped out. I don't think there's not enough safe. It's not safe enough, so. But technically the bias now would be sells. Just the 4 hour previous candle, that's it. Don't break the low there, just go up now. Weekly goal percentage is anywhere from 5 to 10%. With the FTMO, it's been a little lower because I trade the risk a lot lower because the account's way bigger. So typically everything is 1% or 0.75%, and I'll put 2 positions in. So I'm either risking 1.5% or 2%. Plus, it's a challenge you gotta pass. There's like very specific rules, so I keep the risk a lot tighter and stricter than on my account, which I think is gonna build good habits for me regardless. Max bench squat, I have no idea. I don't do barbell bench. I don't barbell squat because something in my hip flexor or adductor is messed up. So everything I do is like hack squat, and stuff like that.
How long have you had that issue, Paul?
I injured my quad squatting last year, and ever since then, whenever I heavy squat, the pain just comes back instantly. But I can max out like hacks any type of machine squat, or leg press or leg extension, no issue. But when I barbell, my quad feels like it's gonna tear.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I have no idea on bench. I typically would do incline dumbbell sets with like 120s, because that's the heaviest the gym had, or like sets of 10 to 12. So if that gives you any idea.
Yeah, I can't do a barbell bench press because my rotator cuff just gets really irritated. And even with dumbbells, it's less irritation, but it's still there. So I have to stick with at least dumbbells, but I can't do a barbell squat or a bench press.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, I just don't feel it when I do it with when I do barbell. My shoulders take over and I don't feel it in my chest. So I respond really well to machines in terms of like muscle growth and mind to muscle connection. So I try to stick with that. Yep, we're all students though, Bella. Don't let that intimidate you. We're all students forever. I'd like this to close bullish, but I think it's going to go down and test that low, to be honest. Might get lucky, but in terms of higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, it made a low. It should ideally go test that. Unless that area is that strong, we're going to push up further, which would be good for us if we're in the buys. Dallas, are you in the YouTube chat?
No.
Some guys said to try for barbell, try incline, but bring the barbell down like 2 inches above your chest, because once you kind of come all the way down and touch your chest,
yeah.
You're activating your shoulders once you do that because you're hyperextending them. So if you stop at 90 degrees when you come down, which is about an inch or two above your chest, and then you go up, you're going to be using more chest, and then your shoulders won't be in it as much.
Okay.
That is when the gyms decide to open up.
Right.
Yeah.
If ever.
If this 5 minute goes and breaks that previous 5 minute, could see a lot more upside. That would be lovely. You only train glutes? I bet you do, Manuel. I get that vibe about you. You're a glutes type of gal. Yeah, it could fill the 1 hour wick to the downside. It makes sense. We didn't really get a strong bullish close, but we do have what seems to be some pretty strong bullish movement right now. So just gotta wait and see. If we form a resistance here, we could definitely go down and test that low. We've taken that exact trade on here multiple times, so we'll see. Obviously, since we're in buys, we'd like it to continue up, but we should all be risk-free right now, and we're either going to lose nothing because we already secured money, or price will continue up and our stop loss and our runner will run. It's the idea of a runner. They only typically work out like 30-40% of the time for me, which is kind of annoying, but when they do work out, it really works out pretty nicely. And so kind of a weak close, but it didn't make a higher high, and it made a higher low, so it's kind of not really telling us too much just yet. Main struggles at the beginning. Discipline, to be honest. Over trading, over risking. I would trade 3 times, win 3 times in a row at like 1 to 2% where I should have been trading, and then the 4th trade I would bump it up to like 10%, lose that trade obviously, and then I lost all 3 wins plus a lot more. So it was just getting consistent in risk and not over trading, and then finding the like strategy I'm comfortable trading. That took a little bit, but that just comes with time. But discipline was definitely the biggest issue, especially since I was just trying to get rich quick. That's not how it works.
For real? So talk about. That's why I'm in this. I'm trying to get rich quick.
Yeah. You're in my
What
group.
you're
You know that's
talking
not how it works. You get spanked and yelled at. You talk like that in the Discord.
My runner got stopped out at 3 pips.
Yeah, I think I have mine set like 2 pips in profit, or a couple. Looks like it's set. Yeah, 2 or 3 pips in profit.
I had it below the previous 15, so likely it'll start dropping again because it broke.
The 5 minute, it's right at support.
Yeah.
Yep, I was gonna say all the time frames do the same thing. It's just the time it takes. So if you're taking a trade off the 5 minute, your trade's probably gonna be 5, 10, 15 minutes, as long as it's not ranging. If you trade on the hourly, probably a good chance your trade could last an hour, 4 hour, so on and so on. Trade on the daily, it could be a day, 2 days, 3 days, same thing. Typically, if your trade doesn't go where you want it to go on the candle or the next 2, you should definitely be minimizing your risk and making sure if it doesn't go your way, if you're gonna stay in it, that you managed it well, or you just got out at break even and waited for a better entry.
Yo, Paul.
Yep.
Are you still in your runner?
Yeah, it's probably gonna get hit, unfortunately, but like I said, I already secured a lot, and I'm not gonna. Whenever it comes right close to it, and I'm just like, whatever. I'll close it 2 pips. It never hits it, and it just runs. So I'm gonna just let it get hit, or not get hit. Hoping it doesn't get hit, but it's kind of looking
close.
It's kind of looking
like 2 pips away.
Yeah, I'd rather just get hit, instead of closing it and then it running right, just like I planned without hitting it. That's happened a lot.
I'm hoping this is just like the pullback on the 15 minute and then it keeps running.
Yeah, there's no top wick on this one, so hoping we'll start to see some pull to the upside. I don't enter a lot size. I just have the magic keys, so I put 2 positions in, each at 1% of the entire account, and it calculates the lot size for me. So I don't even have to know or do any math. All I do is decide where to enter, decide where my stop loss goes, decide how much I want to risk on that trade, and then it calculates all of it for you at the push of a button. It's pretty handy, to say the least. Come on, 5 minute support hold. Yeah, I think it's going to go test that low. That would be a trade. Once it broke that low there, that'd probably be a sell I take. So, and runner is About to be out.
Sad.
Damn. We're still hanging in by like a hair. And we're out. We made $7 on the runner. Oh well. It was a good attempt. At least I'm just glad I secured another half up here. So beautiful trade. It's going to come down, test the low. If it forms support here again, this will be the support that probably holds into London to send price up or send price down. Clear this up a little bit. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and then I'll mark that up. Nope, I don't swing trade, but I will. I am getting much better at letting my runners go to my higher time frame targets. So my higher time frame target on this would have been the 4-hour resistance and wick fill up here. So that didn't happen, obviously, but I don't swing, but I will hold a runner to a target and just kind of monitor it depending on if I'm holding it that long. Yeah, I'm super glad that 6 pip stop loss worked. Had me worried for a second. Yep, see you tomorrow, Diego. Yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom and then I'll explain the runners. Let's get 15 more likes. I think we can do that. Yep, exactly, Frankie. Perfect. I don't even have to explain it. Sweet. Yeah, so runners are just, you close your percentage goal for the day, and then you set the rest of your trades to risk-free, meaning if they hit your stop loss is at your entry, you do not lose anything. And then you let your runner go to a higher time frame target. So like this one, our target was, for our 4-hour, was up here. Our initial target was right around here at this resistance. So price went up 9-10 pips, closed the biggest portion that we wanted to hit, set it risk free, and it either came up or it came down. Price came down. So that is how you use a runner.
Beautiful.
Yep. Because that's, price just likes to fill wicks. If price goes down to here, there's a good chance this wick could be filled because that's where price went to. So there's a good chance price can go there again. But from what I've seen Asian do a lot, as long as this support holds, this will be the low of the daily. And then price should head up and start to fill those through London and New York. maybe even up to here. Alright, so I don't know what you mean, Bruno. So yep, we had a better start last week with UJ. 0-4, 0-1, and then 1-3 so far.
I was talking about when you were talking about your leg issue, the injury you have.
What's up?
I was talking about the injury you had.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I love barbell squatting to just push some heavy weight, but I also love walking and being able to, do stuff. So, but my legs never really grew from squats anyway. They grow from machine stuff. So, it works better for me anyway. Oh, wow, that thing's actually, it's probably going to fill that wick a little bit. I don't think it'll fully push down and fill, but I would anticipate this to be support.
Do you take in consideration like the higher time frame market structure?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like if you look, it seems like price is just doing a lower high.
Yep.
And then as you say, it might feel the week up there.
Yep. Yeah, Asian does it all the time.
Yo, Paul.
See how this was the bottom daily of the Asian session here, kind of our support level here. London came down right into there. New York pushed up. Then middle of the day we came down to the top of that Asian resistance there. Price pushed up. So now we're kind of just, this would be the bottom of Asian. Ideally this should be the bottom. It looks like it's pulling back. And then price will kind of just follow that little pattern as long as we stay bullish on the daily. Otherwise it'll flip and do the opposite. What's up?
I'm gonna head out. It was a nice trading day. Stock to analysis.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right?
Yep. Yeah, we got 2 more days.
I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Yep, see you later.
Yep, Paul, I'm heading out too.
Alright, see you later, Dallas. See you tomorrow. Or,
See ya.
yeah, see you in the morning if you're up.
Yep, we'll try. See what TJ looks like.
I think it'll be good. What the fuck is wrong with this cat? Hey, you wanna make some more noise, buddy? Jesus. No respect in this house. Hey, what did we say? Don't go under there. Hey, how many times do I have to tell you? Yeah, candles are pretty big right now. So center that. Nope, nothing to do there. So yeah, I would just wait and see if this ends up forming support somewhere in this wick here. Hey, bro, what did I tell you like 4 times? Go. No, can't go under there. God. Yep, see you later, Manuel. Probably end the stream here, and how long we've been going? 3 hours. We'll maybe wait for this next 15-minute candle, see what happens. There we go, 200 legs, perfect. I don't look at a profit. I don't even know. I mean, I know what I made now because I looked at it, but I don't look at the profit. I just look at the percentage. Yeah, it's the cat. It's a little kitty. He doesn't like to listen. No bias, Bills. See you later, Frankie. Thanks for coming, bro. See you tomorrow. So the bias is strictly on the previous 4 hours. So if we're looking at this one, our bias line is here. So then everything here is sells down to literally anywhere until the next 4-hour candle. So if price just gets above here, buys above here. If this candle pulls up and the next 4-hour closes bullish, then you move it back. Bullish candle, you take it up. And it's just always the previous 4 hour. Yep. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna hang out here a little bit. I want to see if this support ends up playing out like I've been studying. If it gets past this wick though, it's gonna fall down to this area I had marked, but we'll see. Yep, see you tomorrow, Lewis. Thanks for coming. I am 25, Kevin. I think, yeah, 25. Yep, see you later, Alex. Thanks for coming. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, if it breaks that wick, there could be some real downside. It took about 10 to 12 months to get consistently profitable. I was profitable after like 6 to 7 months, but some weeks were really good, some were losses. It never really got super consistent till after a year. And with everything I'm doing, it just gets more and more consistent. So with live streaming, more consistent. With posting entries and exits, more consistent. With doing this challenge, more consistent. So it's like every little step I take just makes me a little bit better. Yep, see you later, Ron. Thanks for coming. I'm just hanging out here a little bit. I want to see if this forms support here to see if my idea plays out. There's some rejection.
Hey, Paul, would you consider this as a liquidity zone?
Yep. Or support. Or support. Yep.
Yeah, the 4-hour is also supporting the area. So.
Yep. I think it would be a good buy, Ryan. For sure. Yep, I'm gonna head off though, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming. We'll be back 5:30 tomorrow.